Good day, good people. My name is Gentleman Viking, and with the release of the cinematic trailer for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I thought I might put in my 2 cents, seeing as how this channel is called Gentleman Viking. I thought it would be a little bit fitting. Having said that, I'll show you a Christmas gift I got several years ago. Yeah, maybe not. I haven't exactly looked after it. It's all rusty. I tried to clean it with vinegar and I didn't realize you had to oil it afterwards, so silly me, I ruined my own helmet. Anyway, so before I get started, a quick TLDW of the video. Um, I'm looking forward to seeing more, but I'm not excited for this game yet. We'll see how it goes. So, I've got an article up in front of me from techradar.com. I'll put a link to it in the description if you want to read it yourself. But essentially, it's going through a whole bunch of different points, which I will read through bit by bit, and then I'll give my little take on what I see. But first off, a quick history of me and the Assassin's Creed franchise. Skip ahead if you don't want to listen to this. Oh, that helmet left a mark. There's no padding in that thing, so it's all solid. Anyway, so when I was in high school, God, almost 15 years ago, holy shit, Assassin's Creed was going to be released, and I was really looking forward to it. I thought it would be a pretty cool game. That was when I actually got excited for video games. Turned into a bit of a cynical bastard now. I was really looking forward to the game, and it came out. I played it. I thought it was pretty good, but thought there were some things that needed improvement. Number 2 came out. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Ezio as a character. And then they released, what was the other 2? Revelations and something else, the other 2 expansion packs. And I thought that helped to, flesh out Ezio's character. I liked what they were doing with the meta content, the real world stuff with Desmond Miles. I thought that was leading somewhere pretty cool. And then Assassin's Creed 3 came out. Now, I'm Australian, and I have a British background, British heritage, with a bit of Scandinavian, but anyway. So I really had no investment in the American, the whatever you call it, the American Revolution, for want of a better term, when the Americans essentially kicked out the Brits, and became their own country, George Washington and all that. I really had no emotional investment. I found Connor himself to be a pretty bland character. The settlement building was pretty boring. The naval combat was okay. And then I never actually finished it. I looked up the ending myself, and even then the ending for Desmond Miles' story I found to be pretty lackluster with what I read into it. So I wasn't really looking forward to Black Flag. A lot of people came to me, and my best mates, they said to me, "Oh yeah, Black Flag is really cool. You really got to play it." I'm like, "Okay then. So what's it about?" "Oh, it's just play it for the naval combat. Play it for the pirate. Excuse me. Play it for the pirate stuff." I'm like, "Okay then, I'll give it a shot." So I did, and yeah, the pirate stuff was pretty cool. The assassin story was pretty meh. I found it interesting that you were playing as a gaming tester working for Abstergo. So you're essentially working for the Templars, you just don't know it, but yet your stories that you're playing through talk up the assassins and paint the Templars as the bad guys. That was a bit weird. And that was the last Assassin's Creed game I have played ever since. Unity came out, and I saw all of the crap that went down with that, and I'm like, yeah, why would I want to play it? Didn't bother. Syndicate came out, and I thought, oh, okay, then yeah, maybe I'll give it a try, but I just never got around to it. What was it? Assassin's Creed Origins, I think it was, the one set in ancient Egypt, and everyone was like, oh yeah, you should play it, and I'm like, yeah, probably not. At this point, I'm at least 3 games out of the series. I don't want to have to go back and play them. Odyssey came out, and that one was a pretty big success. And then now we've got this one, and to be honest, I'm interested in the fact that it's got Norse mythology and Vikings, but other than that, there's really nothing here that when it comes to Assassin's Creed that I'm looking forward to. This is just my opinion. You don't have to take it as gospel or anything. But, as I said, it's my namesake for the channel, so I thought I'd put in my 2 cents. So apparently there's, you're going to be able to just pick again between a male or a female character. That's cool. There were a lot of female Viking warriors. You had the shield maidens and whatnot. Romance will be available. Yeah, don't really care. An Epic Store exclusive for the PC. Ubisoft, what are you doing? Pre-orders and special editions. Yeah, we know there's going to be about 50 different special pre-orders for Ubisoft. Choices matter. Elements such as political alliances, combat decisions, and dialogue choices will influence the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So it almost sounds like they're going for a bit of a Mass Effect-y kind of spin on, like a role-playing, choices matter role-playing type thing, like Knights of the Old Republic and BioWare games. Bit of Dungeons and Dragons, hopefully. Bloodier than ever, Assassin's Creed looks considerably more brutal than previous entries. Stealth is no longer the priority of the game. Well, yeah, you know, what's the point in being Assassin's Creed if you're not assassinating people? But, yeah, whatever. More RPG elements, so... I read a quote somewhere that it's not going to be a skill tree, it's going to be a skill graph. That's a bit weird. Players will have the option to play as either male or female. Customizable options introduced that allow you to customize the hair, tattoos, war paint, and gear. Yeah, okay. You're essentially going to be starting up a colony. The game starts in Scandinavia and then migrates to ancient England. You've got the kingdoms of Northumbria, Wessex, leading a clan of Norsemen to try and form a colony, raiding, pillaging, whatever they want to do, forming alliances. 15 studios working on Valhalla. Here's hoping it was worth the work. Well, that's all I got on this particular website, but I've watched a few other videos on the topic. They say that there's going to be like this full customizable village or something. You're going to be able to build your own village from the ground up, putting in Viking tattoo parlors, things like that. Sounds a bit like the colony building from either Assassin's Creed 3, which, as I said, I wasn't really a fan of. You essentially just get enough resources, give it to the guy, and then suddenly, boom, your building's upgraded. Or maybe it's going to be like Fallout 4, where you completely build everything yourself from the ground up, and you put people into the buildings yourself. Maybe it'll be like Assassin's Creed 2, where you just simply spend the money, and then, boom, everything's upgraded. Who knows? Maybe it'll be something new, something in between that we haven't seen before. So as I said, it's hard to say if I'm going to like this game or not, or if I'm going to look forward to it, because we don't really have too many details. But I'll keep my eyes open, I'll keep my ears open, and I'll see what they do. And if I think that the game, that I will like the game, then I might put the money down. If not, then I won't. I'll probably just borrow it off a mate. Not much more to say than that, really. As I said in my last video, with these tough times happening right now with the beer flu, if you feel that you are unable to reach out to someone, you're welcome to send a message to my... Excuse me. Sorry, I just ate recently. You're welcome to send a message to my Gentleman Viking cosplay page on Facebook. I don't have a Twitter or anything like that, so that's really the only place. Yeah, reach out if you want someone to talk to. I'll try and listen as best I can, or reach out to your fellow human beings. We're not as bad as some of us are. Anyway, be good, be safe, be kind to each other. Good health to you and yours. Have a great day. Ta-ra.